Hey, it's Naomi. Girl, you are not ready for this. The Gabby Petito case, a 22 years old, living the dream, and then gone. But here's the thing. The more you look at this case, the more you realize there's something rotten at the center. And I'm not just talking about Brian, I'm talking about his whole family. Because the way they acted, girl, it's giving, we know more than we're saying. And I know you felt it too. So let's get into it. 4 theories, a million red flags, and a family that had me yelling at my TV. By the end of this, you're going to be just as fired up as I am.
Let's start with what we know. Summer 2021. Gabby and Brian, #vanlife, Instagram perfect, all smiles. But behind the scenes, it's a mess. There is a 911 call. A caller says a man is slapping a woman. Police pull them over. Gabby is sobbing, Brian is calm, and somehow she gets treated like the problem. They separate for one night, then it is back to business as usual.
But girl, you can see it in Gabby's face. She's scared, she's exhausted, and she's trying to hold it together for the camera.
Then, on August 25th, Gabby's last Instagram post. After that, radio silence. Brian shows up in Florida, alone, driving Gabby's van. His family does not say a word, not to Gabby's family, not to the police, not to anyone. They hire lawyers before Gabby is even reported missing.
Like, what? But wait, it gets worse.
On September 10th, Gabby's mother texts Brian's mother asking, "Have you heard from the kids?" No response. On September 11th, Gabby is reported missing. Brian's family remains silent. They are not answering calls. They are not opening their door. They are acting like Gabby never existed. Meanwhile, Gabby's family is desperate, begging for any information. And the Laundries are mowing their lawn and going about their day like nothing is wrong.
Girl, the disrespect, the coldness, it's chilling.
Now let's talk about the theories, because every single one of them is messier than the last. Theory number 1, the accident. Some people want you to believe Gabby just wandered off and got lost, but let's be real. Gabby was smart. She had been living out of that van for months. The autopsy found strangulation. That is not an accident. That is personal. And if it was an accident, why did Brian come home, steal her debit card, and go camping with his parents as if nothing had happened?
Girl, make it make sense.
Here's the detail nobody talks about. Brian used Gabby's debit card after she was already dead. He withdrew $1,000. He bought gas. He was spending a dead woman's money while her family was frantically searching for her. His parents went camping with him at Fort DeSoto Park on September 6th, while Gabby's family was texting them, begging for help. They roasted marshmallows while a mother was crying for her daughter. Let's call it what it is. Gabby and Brian's relationship was toxic, controlling, jealous, and honestly dangerous. The 911 call was not the first time things got physical. After Gabby disappeared, Brian's parents acted like they had never even met her. No help, no answers, just silence. Then Brian goes hiking and never comes back. The police are searching a swamp, and his parents are at home, washing his Mustang and going on gardening runs.
Like, are you kidding me?
And when Gabby's body is found, the autopsy lists strangulation as the cause. Brian's notebook confession is full of excuses. It even says, "I was putting her out of her misery."
Girl, please. That's not mercy. That's manipulation. But here's what really gets me.
The Moab police body cam footage is heartbreaking. Gabby is crying, hyperventilating, apologizing over and over. She is taking the blame for everything. Classic abuse victim behavior. Brian is laughing with the cops, playing the victim, and making Gabby look crazy. The officers even took him to a hotel for the night, while Gabby slept alone in the van. They protected him. One of the officers told Brian, "You are the victim here." Meanwhile, Gabby is sitting there with scratches, bruises, and tears streaming down her face. The system failed her that day, and it would fail her again. Theory number 3, the social media circus. This case blew up on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Internet sleuths found Gabby's van on another vlogger's YouTube video. People tracked Brian's every move, camping outside his parents' house. And honestly, the only reason this case got solved as fast as it did is because the internet would not let it go.
But here's the part that gets me.
While the world searched for Gabby, Brian's family was silent. They did not join the search. They did not answer calls. They did not even look worried. When the police finally searched their house, Brian was already missing.
Girl, the audacity.
And let me tell you about the timeline that makes no sense.
September 1st, Brian arrives home in Gabby's van, alone. September 4th, Brian and his parents get a new phone. A new phone. Why? September 6th to 8th, the whole family goes camping. September 11th, Gabby is reported missing. September 13th, Brian's parents finally let him talk to the police. Just kidding. They hand over a lawyer's card instead. September 14th, Brian's parents claim he went hiking. They do not report him missing. September 17th, 3 days later, they finally tell police Brian is gone.
Girl, that's not panic. That's not confusion. That's a plan.
Theory number 4, the family cover-up.
Okay, this is the one that had me pacing my living room.
Brian's parents, Roberta and Chris Laundrie, acted shady from day one. They lawyered up before Gabby was even reported missing. They refused to talk to the police. And when Brian disappeared, they waited days to tell anyone. Days. Then they were the ones who found Brian's remains in a park the police had already searched. What are the odds? And let's not forget, Gabby lived with them. She called their house home. And when her parents were begging for help, the Laundries sent them straight to voicemail. No answers, no compassion, just stone-cold silence.
Girl, I don't know about you, but that's not how innocent people act.
That's not how you treat someone you called family. The more you watch the documentary, the more you realize everyone in that house was hiding something. Here's what the documentary does not tell you. Brian called his parents on August 29th multiple times, saying Gabby was gone and he needed help. What did they do? They called a lawyer immediately. Not the police, not Gabby's family. A lawyer. Then, Brian hitchhiked twice to create an alibi. He texted between both phones to make it look like they were still together. He moved money from her account with a memo that read, "Goodbye, Brian. I'll never ask you for anything again."
This wasn't panic. This was calculated. Let's talk about what really makes me mad.
While Gabby's dad was in Wyoming, physically searching for his daughter, the Laundries were at home, refusing to even acknowledge him. Jim Schmidt flew 2,000 miles, knocked on their door, and they would not even open it. Can you imagine your child is missing, and the last people who saw her alive would not even look you in the eye? When they finally found Gabby's body, staged, hidden, left in the wilderness for 3 weeks, Brian was already gone. His parents had given him a head start.
They knew. They had to know.
The letter that changes everything. During the civil lawsuit, a letter from Roberta to Brian was discovered. In it, she wrote she would help him dispose of a body if needed. She claimed it was a joke from years earlier. A joke? Who jokes about that? And why was Brian carrying it with him? Let's talk about what does not add up. If this was an accident, why the lies? Why the silence? Why the lawyer? If it was domestic violence, why did no one step in? Why did the police let Brian slip away? And if the family was innocent, why did they act so guilty?
And here's the part that makes me mad.
Gabby's family was out there searching, begging for answers, while Brian's family was planting flowers and calling their lawyer. The police let Brian disappear. The Laundries let Gabby's parents suffer, and the whole world watched it happen in real time. The Petito Schmidt family sued the Laundries for emotional distress. They settled for $3 million. But no criminal charges were ever filed against Brian's parents. They got away with it. Whatever they knew, whatever they did, they will never have to answer for it in criminal court.
So here's my take.
This case is about more than Gabby and Brian. It's about the people who look the other way. It's about the families who protect their own, no matter what. And it's about a system that let a young woman fall through the cracks over and over again. Gabby deserved better. She deserved to be safe, to be heard, and to come home. And the fact that her story ended the way it did, it should make you mad. It should make you want answers. Because if this can happen to Gabby, it can happen to anyone. The last thing Gabby did.
You know what breaks my heart the most?
On August 27th, the day she likely died, Gabby tried to call her ex-boyfriend. He was working and couldn't answer. That was her last attempt to reach out for help. And nobody was there.
So that's where we are. 4 theories, a million questions, and a family that still hasn't told the whole truth.
What do you think happened to Gabby Petito? Do you believe the Laundries were covering something up? Or do you have a theory nobody's talking about?
Drop it in the comments, because honestly, I think we're all missing something. And if you're as fired up about this case as I am, stick around. Because you and me, we're not letting this go. Girl, this story is far from over.